This conversation is powered by Google Illuminate. Check out illuminate.google.com for more. We're diving into a fascinating and potentially paradigm-shifting book today. The Singularity is Near explores a future where technology accelerates beyond our current comprehension. What initially drew you to this topic?
The sheer audacity of the premise. The idea that technological progress isn't linear but exponential, leading to an unprecedented era of change, was captivating.
Exactly. This exponential growth, the author argues, is governed by what he calls the law of accelerating returns. Can you elaborate on that concept?
It's the idea that technological progress builds upon itself. Each advancement provides the tools and knowledge for even faster progress in the future. It's a self-reinforcing cycle.
So, a snowball effect, constantly gaining momentum. But the book doesn't just focus on the speed of change, it also outlines specific technological advancements that will drive this transformation.
Correct. The author identifies three key converging technologies: genetics, nanotechnology, and robotics, GNR. These aren't independent but deeply intertwined.
Let's start with genetics. How does the author envision this revolution impacting human life?
The author argues that by understanding the information processes underlying life, we can reprogram our biology. This means potentially eliminating diseases, enhancing human capabilities, and dramatically extending lifespans. We're talking about designer babies, but also designer baby boomers.
Designer baby boomers? That's a new one.
Yes, the idea is that we can use gene therapy to modify our genes as adults, not just in the room. This could reverse aging processes and significantly extend our healthy lifespans.
That's a bold claim. What about the ethical implications of such interventions?
The author acknowledges the ethical concerns, but argues that the potential benefits of eliminating disease and extending life outweigh the risks. He emphasizes the need for careful regulation and ethical guidelines.
Moving on to nanotechnology, what role does this play in the author's vision?
Nanotechnology is about manipulating matter at the atomic and molecular level. The author envisions molecular assemblers, machines that can build virtually any physical object from a software design. This would revolutionize manufacturing, making almost anything incredibly cheap and abundant.
Incredibly cheap and abundant. That sounds utopian, but the author also addresses potential dangers, doesn't he?
Absolutely. The gray goo scenario is a prominent example. This is the fear that self-replicating nanobots could get out of control and consume all matter on Earth. The author discusses this risk extensively and proposes safeguards to prevent such a catastrophe.
Safeguards are crucial. How does the author suggest mitigating these risks?
The author advocates for a multi-pronged approach. This includes careful design of nanobots to prevent uncontrolled replication, international cooperation to establish safety standards, and the development of a nanotechnology immune system to combat rogue nanobots.
A nanotechnology immune system, that's quite a concept. And what about the third leg of the GNR stool, robotics?
Robotics, in this context, is really about strong AI, artificial intelligence that surpasses human intelligence. The author believes that once we achieve human-level AI, it will rapidly surpass us, leading to a period of exponential growth in intelligence.
A runaway intelligence explosion, that's a common theme in discussions about the singularity. What are the implications of such a development?
The implications are vast and largely unpredictable. The author suggests that strong AI could solve many of humanity's problems, such as disease, poverty, and environmental destruction. It could also lead to radical life extension through technologies like brain uploading.
Brain uploading? That's another concept that often sparks debate.
Yes, the idea is to scan a person's brain and recreate their consciousness in a computer. The author acknowledges the philosophical and ethical implications of this, but sees it as a potential path to a form of immortality.
Immortality. A powerful concept. But the author also discusses the potential dangers of strong AI, doesn't he?
Yes, the potential for unfriendly AI is a major concern. An AI that surpasses human intelligence could potentially pose an existential threat to humanity if its goals are misaligned with ours. The author emphasizes the importance of ensuring that AI systems are aligned with human values from the outset.
That's a critical point. How does the author propose addressing this challenge?
The author argues that fostering human values in society is the best way to ensure that future AI systems reflect those values. He emphasizes the importance of open development and international cooperation to prevent the development of malicious AI.
So bringing it all together, what exactly is the singularity, according to the author?
The singularity is the point at which technological growth becomes so rapid and transformative that it fundamentally alters human civilization. It's a period of unprecedented change, driven by the convergence of GNR technologies and the emergence of strong AI.
And what's the author's overall perspective on this future? Is it utopian or dystopian?
The author maintains a largely optimistic view, emphasizing the potential for GNR technologies to solve many of humanity's problems. However, he also acknowledges the significant risks and stresses the importance of proactive measures to mitigate those risks.
The book has faced criticism, hasn't it? What are some of the main objections raised by critics?
Critics have questioned the feasibility of the author's projections, arguing that exponential growth cannot continue indefinitely. They've also raised concerns about the ethical implications of GMR technologies, the potential for unintended consequences, and the difficulty of controlling powerful AI systems. Some critics even question the very nature of consciousness and whether it can be replicated in non-biological systems.
Those are all valid points. How does the author respond to these criticisms?
The author addresses these criticisms directly. He argues that the resources required for computation are incredibly small, allowing exponential growth to continue for a considerable time. He also outlines a detailed plan for achieving strong AI through reverse engineering the human brain. He acknowledges the ethical concerns but argues that the potential benefits outweigh the risks, provided we take proactive steps to mitigate those risks. Regarding consciousness, he acknowledges the difficulty of defining and measuring it, but argues that future AI systems will exhibit all the hallmarks of consciousness, even if we can't definitively prove it.
So it's a matter of balancing the potential benefits with the inherent risks. The book delves into the mathematical underpinnings of the law of accelerating returns. Can you summarize the key mathematical arguments presented?
The author presents a mathematical model showing how technological progress is not simply exponential, but doubly exponential. This means that the rate of exponential growth itself is accelerating. He uses this model to project the future capabilities of computing, showing how human-level AI and beyond are within reach. The model also incorporates the concept of network effects, where the value of a technology increases not just linearly with the number of users, but also logarithmically.
The book also presents a framework for understanding the history of evolution, both biological and technological, through 6 epochs. Can you briefly describe this framework?
The author divides evolutionary history into 6 epochs, starting with physics and chemistry, then biology, brains, technology, the merger of human and machine intelligence, the singularity, and finally, the universe waking up. Each epoch builds upon the previous one, with each stage progressing more rapidly than the last. The singularity marks a fundamental shift, where technological evolution surpasses biological evolution.
The author describes himself as a singularitarian. What does that mean, and what are some of the key tenets of this perspective?
A singularitarian is someone who understands the implications of the singularity and has reflected on its meaning for their own life. Key tenets include a belief in the feasibility and desirability of transcending biological limitations through technology, a focus on creating and preserving knowledge, and a recognition of both the promise and peril of advanced technologies. It's not religion, but it does offer a new framework for understanding the purpose of life and humanity's place in the universe.
So in conclusion, this book presents a compelling, albeit controversial, vision of the future. It challenges us to confront the profound implications of accelerating technological progress, urging us to both embrace the potential benefits and proactively address the inherent risks. What are your final thoughts?
The book forces a reevaluation of our assumptions about the future, urging us to move beyond linear thinking and embrace the implications of exponential growth. It's a call to action, urging us to prepare for a future that will be dramatically different from anything we've experienced before. The potential benefits are immense, but so are the risks. Proactive planning and responsible development are crucial to navigating this transformative era.
That was a great discussion. Thank you for your insights.